We can confirm that there is just one new case of COVID in Queensland overnight, a returned traveller identified in hotel quarantine. They transited through Doha, they were fully vaccinated. We discharged 5 patients in the last 24-hour period, meaning Queensland has just 7 active cases of COVID-19 right now. 83.62% of Queenslanders over 16, eligible Queenslanders, have now had their first vaccination, and 72.09% have had their second. And can I give a huge shout out to the community of Doomadgee and the health workers there. They've had a fantastic result from their recent vaccination drive. 107 people were vaccinated yesterday and 82 people the day before. We're here at the Gabba Cross River Rail Station, and Cross River Rail is a massive project already transforming the entire southeast Queensland region, but its importance will only increase as we head towards hosting the 2032 Brisbane Olympic and Paralympic Games. Cross River Rail project was critical in us securing the Games. It was a key part of our bid, and of course this precinct here from the new Cross River Rail station through to the redeveloped Gabba will be the beating heart of the 2032 Olympic Games. So today we're announcing that next week a new interim land use plan will be effective for this precinct. Most of the planning for the priority development area here was done before we confirmed that Brisbane had the hosting rights to the Games and before we committed to that massive redevelopment of the Gabba. And so it's appropriate then that we put in place an interim land use plan that allows us to look at how the hosting of the Games as well as the stadium redevelopment will affect what can and should be developed here between now and 2032 and beyond. It will allow us to get that planning right and ensure that everything that we do between now and 2032 is all about ensuring we can deliver a fantastic Games for the world and transform our city, making it an even greater place to live. It will embed the commitments that we've made to ensure that there is public green space here as well as affordable housing so that people doing critical jobs in and around our city can also afford to live close to their work. I might ask Minister Bailey to say something more about Cross River Rail, and we have the Acting Chief Health Officer here who can also give a more detailed COVID update as well as answer your COVID related questions.
Thanks very much, Deputy Premier. Look, the Cross River Rail project will transform Brisbane and southeast Queensland, and of course the Olympic and Paralympic Games will also do the same thing. So it makes sense to integrate the planning of those two things together to ensure that the public benefit is maximised and that we have not just a great Games, but we have a great Gabba. This area has had public buildings and infrastructure on it for 150 years, but the public has never really actually had access to it. And for the first time, they will. They will have 50% open space in this area as part of this planning, and it makes sense that now we've secured the Olympic and Paralympic Games for Queensland, that we integrate the Cross River Rail project planning and station growth into our planning for the Games. It'll be a fantastic benefit for this community, and I look forward to having future announcements. The Cross River Rail project is going very well. Just south of here, the tunnel boring machines going south broke through 2 months early to the Bogger Road side, and we see the 2 tunnel boring machines going north, not very far off daylight, coming up onto the exhibition line, and that will happen by the end of this year. So that's a very exciting milestone to see that the tunnelling process is actually drawing to a close, and that the efforts will be concentrated then on the station developments, the signalling and all those sorts of things that go in the tunnels, given that the tunnelling process is nearly done. So we're very excited about that, and this is going to be a fantastic redevelopment as an urban hub and core here in the Gabba, right next to the world famous cricket ground, but also people coming on and off heavy rail on regular services.